Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, markets are a little softer right now. Overnight, prices opened higher following yesterday's gains. And after yesterday, there was talk about China coming in and buying a few cargoes of U.S. beans, that Brazil may soon be sold out of beans, and that any future China business, especially November forward, might have to be out of the United States. We also were looking at dry weather in Europe. France has seen a record July drought, and our weather person doesn't see any change in that. And the Rhine River is unnavigable. And so we'll just try to figure out what all this means as far as world corn crop production. We're getting closer to the August 12th USDA report, and we saw a few yield projections out there. Most of the beans are in line with the USDA yield of 51.5. There are a few corn estimates below the 177 by the USDA, but we'll kind of have to see how things unfold. We've got some showers across the northern and eastern Midwest early next week. What's interesting is that this trough of low pressure pushes itself all the way into the U.S. Southeast. Behind it, it kind of leaves any mechanism for Gulf moisture to come up into the western Corn Belt, and they're possible of a ridge moving from west to east. That could prevent any rainfall, especially parts of southern South Dakota, southern Iowa, south. And so does that mean that some of those crops in those areas, especially corn, soybeans, and sorghum, will see a crop rating decline and maybe a yield decline? When we look at the export commitments, right now the beans are pretty close to in line with what the USDA is forecasting. Corn, the commitments are running behind, but the census numbers are still running ahead. And so we'll have to see just how much market sees as far as a change in the carryouts on the August 12th report. Wheat-wise, we're still seeing that 3 vessels of Ukraine grain is expected to be shipped out today. More vessels are coming in to be loaded, and we still have some vessels that need also to be shipped. Those new vessels that are coming in without insurance. So I think the market's also worried about opening up that Ukraine export corridor and offering resistance to prices. So we're still watching what the U.S. economy is doing. It looks like the bill could be passed to increase spending, and we'll see if that's inflationary. Some of the Fed governors are still talking about increasing rates, despite the fact that the UN came out and said that July had a large 8% drop in world food prices, the biggest drop since October, monthly drop since October of 2008. Still, it's above a year ago, but it does show that world food prices are declining.